Neptune is entering the sign of Aries, and this is a historic shift. Neptune has not been in Aries for roughly 165 years. The last time this planet occupied this sign, the world was a fundamentally different place. Neptune moves slowly. It spends approximately 12 to 14 years in each sign, and its influence is deep, gradual, and transformative. Unlike faster-moving planets that create quick, noticeable events, Neptune works beneath the surface. It reshapes how we feel, how we dream, what we believe in, and what we are willing to sacrifice for. When Neptune changes signs, entire generations begin to process the world differently. And when it enters Aries, a sign defined by initiative, courage, and the drive to begin something new, that shift carries a particular intensity. It asks us to reimagine who we are at the most fundamental level. What does this mean for your sign specifically? Let us talk about that now. This transit of Neptune happens only once in a lifetime, and not everyone gets to experience it. This is a rare, unique period that changes both your external circumstances and your inner understanding of everything you are. Even if right now you feel absolutely certain about how the world works and who you are, during Neptune's transit through your sign, you will come to realize that you did not know nearly as much about the world or about yourself as you thought you did. There are many discoveries ahead of you. Yes, you could say that 12 years of Neptune's transit is a long period, and it is. It is a significant portion of a life, and a great deal will change. But when you truly feel it, you will understand that the changes Neptune brings are not just external. They are not merely about relocating, changing jobs, or shifting your family situation. This is a change in your state of consciousness. It is a fundamental shift in how you perceive reality itself. It can be compared to the moment when you wake up from a dream that was so vivid and so real that it takes you a while to figure out where you actually are. The boundary between dreaming and waking blurs completely. In a similar way, under the influence of Neptune in your sign, you enter a state where you no longer function only through logic and impulse. You begin to operate through feeling, through intuition, through an inner experience of the world, as if you are truly seeing the deeper meaning of everything happening to you for the very first time. The situation becomes even more intense because of the simultaneous transit of Saturn through your sign. This combination, on one hand, tears down everything that is old and limiting in your life. On the other hand, it gives shape and structure to your dreams and ideals. What you have carried inside yourself for a long time can now take concrete form in the real world. This is both a dismantling and a rebuilding happening at the same time. Neptune in your fiery sign transforms into a brave and determined warrior who fights for their dreams. In practical terms, this means you will radically change your way of life. Before you find the ideal balance between work and rest, you will pass through different phases. There will be periods of extreme activity and enormous motivation, followed by periods of complete withdrawal and a deep need for peace and quiet. You will experience both ends of the spectrum, and only then will you find your own ideal rhythm. Of course, this path is not simple. You may go through phases of absolute faith and conviction, but also phases where that faith disappears entirely. The search for balance between your inner world and outer world can be accompanied by various challenges that test your patience and your sense of self. The powerful current of Neptune brings inspiration, faith, and love, but it also has its shadow side. It is important to understand that this process is happening to you personally, and not necessarily to your partner, unless they are also in Aries. For this reason, it is important not to transfer all of your emotional turbulence onto your partner. If it seems like they do not understand you, remember, in that moment, you may not fully understand yourself either. Give yourself and your relationships the grace of that recognition. Pay special attention to the period around late September 2028, when Neptune will be in a challenging aspect with Jupiter. During that time, it is wise to avoid making important emotional decisions, particularly regarding partnerships and romantic relationships. The fog will be especially thick during that window, and clarity will come later. When you feel that it is difficult to cope with this powerful inner current, it is important to channel it through concrete activities. Swimming, yoga, meditation, art, music, creative work, and spending time in nature are all excellent outlets. Physical activity that connects mind and body will be especially helpful during the more overwhelming periods of this transit. In the coming years, you can expect many inner and outer discoveries. Some will arrive gently, and others may shake your foundations. Let these experiences guide you toward a greater understanding of yourself and toward a deeper, more authentic sense of happiness. This transit is not something to fear. It is something to grow through, and growth, for an Aries, has always been the point.